how do we bring in now sponsors, right? Because the only time hip hop started making real money is when corporates started getting involved.
The formula, Osmic, take one.
My name is Osmic Menoe. What I'm doing is I work for hip hop. There were little movements sparking all over the place. Myself and a few other dudes getting up in a bus stop rapping, and it starts becoming popular, then it starts becoming this big thing. At that point, I understood something called the hip hop economy. There was never a space where you can capture all these different movements. Now we need a space that we can call our own that could also be a connector and a catalyst. If you came from Cape Town, or you came from New York, or you came from London, and then you said, Joe, I'm a hip hop head, where do I connect with hip hop people? That's in Newtown. And to me, it made the most sense to open the store called Ritual Stores. The beauty about the store was that it actually had nothing to do with clothes, but it had everything to do with family. A lot of people that are involved within the space, what they've done with their lives now. Beautiful. First back to the city 13 years ago. How do we create a space where we can make sure that people come out in bulk so that all these artists that are on my shelf can get the support? When these people get there, how do they see hip-hop? Not rap, hip-hop. So meaning, how do they see a breakdancer? How do they see a graffiti artist? How do they see a clothing label? How do they see the culture? And it's all, and we're gonna make sure that this thing, by hook or crook, becomes the biggest thing. I'm at a time as well where I think I'm starting to be a little bit conscious about being African, and I start saying to myself, but how about we connect it to an important day in our country called Freedom Day? How do we then get everyone to start understanding the importance of Freedom Day? Because that's the one day that made sure that we are here. And that is why we then put the festival on the 27th of April, Freedom Day. The formula that I spread to people, proving that if you do the same thing over and over and you improve over time, you become the master of it, right? You need to always think future. You need to think 10 years down the line, 15, 20, 30 years down the line. One that a lot of people tend to not speak about or shy away from, I will say, man, it's respect. My name is Osmic Menoe, and that was my formula. You logged onto Channel O, music over everything.